Hello guys, welcome back to the Java tutorials. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you guys how to create a dynamic multi-dimensional array. If you know, as you've done it before in the table demo class, that we were having a multi-dimensional array, but if you looked at the code it was static. You can't add elements directly to it. You have to create another array like temp with size one more than the previous one, and then you add elements from the old array to the temp array using the for loop. Then you add the extra element by assigning it directly, and then you assign the new array back to the old array. However, this is an method. This is a good method. This is not a good method. This is old method to do this. However, I have found out a new method which I'd like to show you guys how to do it, because I find that it is really helpful and it would allow you to do this very quickly and efficiently. So we're just going to go ahead by doing another class called multi-array dynamic, and we're just going to add a new JFrame form. New JFrame. Let's just keep it new JFrame. It doesn't matter. It's not going to bother me. And I'm just going to drag label text field, and label is oh, come on. Name. Okay, and I'm just going to copy this over. Name. Name, surname, and this is going to be some age. Yep, yeah, I'm just going to add another button here called add, and well, yeah, maybe I'll add a text area as well. Yeah, text area 1, text field 1, text field 2, text field 3. Let's go in the source and let's define it. Now, if you know from the arrays tutorial, we had array lists, and the proofs we used to make it of type string. However, just imagine an array list of an array list. So an array list represents a single dimensional array. However, an array list of an array list would represent a two-dimensional array, because each element would be a list of it. Each element would be a list in its own. So, array list string is an array list of type string elements inside it. However, if you have array list string inside this, then it would be a two-dimensional array. Yeah, and if you're wondering what MD is, that's multi-dimensional array. So, well, we have created this now, and I'm just going to go ahead in the click one. So I'm just going to go in design and double click this, and it's going to help me add actions to this. So I'm just going to say string for name equals text jtext field 1 dot get text string sir. No. jtext field 2 dot get text string age equals jtext field 3 dot get. So as you see here, we have gathered information. I'm just going to create a new array list now. Row equals new array list, and row dot add name, row dot add surname. So now as you see here, we've got a row with name, surname, and age. Now I'm going to add this row to MD. So MD dot add and row here. Yeah. And now the one thing that's left is to print the MD. So I'm just going to say printing elements, and then I'm going to have a for loop, and this is a for each loop, by the way. for each array list of type string called list row in MD. What's wrong in here? I don't see anything wrong. Oh, row is already declared, so I'm just gonna say R. Yeah. So R for each array list of type string in MD, print it. So print align system. Just gonna say r.get 0 plus. Well, if you don't want it to be like this, then you can say that you can have another thing, int I equals 0, I less than r.size I plus plus. So this is more dynamic, by the way. You can say slut r dot get I plus tab, and well, yeah, that's it. And I'm just gonna say here printing finished. It's gonna run this now, and let's see what happens. Name, surname, and age. Okay, so name is oh no, I almost forgot. J text area dot append this. J text area 1 dot append a new line. Yep. And now we would have month on Dave 19. Month on Dave 19. Who's going to add another one? Oh, J text. I'm just going to clear this thing first so that it will refresh itself. I'm going to add John Smith. So as you see, you're adding elements inside this array dynamically without having a loop that would create a temporary array and then append it back and then copy it and stuff like that. The entire code of adding the thing is just this much. However, this is just a printing process for us to see what is inside the array. Another thing to note here is that there's a problem with this, however, that if the size of one element is 5 and if the another element is 6, then you have problems doing that. So there are methods to avoid that, and the best way that I can see is using object orientation. We are going to learn this later on in the next tutorial, which is going to be about a new method which is improved upon this one, and a more secure method of making a dynamic multi-dimensional array. However, this is the quick method to do this, and if you don't want any hassle, and if you're and if you're sure that you're not going to have any errors doing this, then you can just go ahead and implement this thing inside your code. However, if you're looking for a more secure way and more more, better way to do this, then I would suggest you to watch the next tutorial, which is going to be about creating a more secure dynamic multi-dimensional array. So till then, guys, see you later, bye bye, and have a good one.